Two of the big themes that have come out of this week are workforce development and demographic challenges. Secretary Walker, I want to commend your staff within the Apprenticeship and Training Office. From everything that I have been told, they have been accessible and accommodating and a tremendous resource to my constituents back in Southern York County.
I appreciate that, Senator. Thank you.
Well, I have heard that they have been tremendously proactive and very professional. But can you share with us the relationship between the staff and the council within the Apprenticeship and Training Office?
If I may, I will ask Deputy Secretary Kuba, who works directly with both.
Yeah, so I'm very proud of the staff that we brought on. As you know, we've beefed up our staff participation from 2 individuals working in the Apprenticeship and Training Office to 22. And those folks are working around the state very diligently. Our relationship with our board chair is fantastic. And the relationship between myself and my workforce deputy and the council itself has not only improved, but it's getting a better understanding of what we're both trying to seek out of the role and responsibility that they have as a council.
And I'm very glad to hear that, because one of the issues that I'm seeing is that the staff is working diligently
Yes.
with applicants to resolve any outstanding issues. And then the applicant goes before the council to have what's really a limited window to answer any questions. And then they're told that they need to go back to the drawing board. And when we talk about needs in our community, again, we keep coming back to workforce development.
That's right.
And so there seems to be a disconnect. And I've got a local chamber of commerce who is developing an automotive technician program that has the buy-in of Toyota of North America and Nissan North America, as well as all of the local car dealerships in that area. And I think this really could be duplicated across the Commonwealth to connect individuals with what I think are really meaningful employment opportunities. But in this local instance, they just keep hitting snags within OTA. And it's despite all of the hard work that has been put in by your staff in your office.
That's a perfect example of what we have kind of focused in on and tried to help not only rectify but improve over this last year. When we came on board, we looked at the overall process and how do we improve not only the design and development, but using the information that we get from this group of experts. They know the standards in and out of what an apprenticeship should be and how a program should be built. So we created a number of different templates that we have put together that help build to the minimum standard.
We're putting together templates, but do you know of how, or if there are any similar apprenticeship programs seeking approval by the ATO statewide in this space?
We have about, in total, we have about 110 apprenticeships in process, but that particular
Right.
Apprenticeship, that is the first one we have in this space. And so there's some criteria and there was some pushback specifically around increasing some of the training components and adding some of the safety components to it. In working with our ATO staff and that sponsor, we feel that this next round that they have a very good chance of getting that program put through. The template is very important that they have to meet the minimum standards.
Well, and they have gone back time and again and met the standards that were requested or suggested by your staff to then have the council throw yet another roadblock or hurdle in their way. They want to do the right thing.
Of course.
We need these people trained in car dealerships, not just in this part of the county, but probably across the Commonwealth. So I guess if there's anything that you could do to work on that breakdown
Yes, ma'am.
between people who I think are extremely talented on your staff and the council, so that we can streamline this, we can help cut down on the delays, and that we don't want to hold up rolling out important apprenticeship programs that are going to make a huge impact not just in Southern York County, but across the Commonwealth.
I agree 100%, and I think one of the things that we've seen this year is we had 38 programs proposed and 32 were approved, but there are inefficiencies that we need to fix, especially within those new sector apprenticeships, and this is a perfect example of one of those where we need help and support in making sure that they get through. And I'm personally involved in this project to make sure that it sees the finish line.
I really appreciate that, and I hope this time will be the lucky charm, and we'll get that approval, and we'll get these trained workers out into Southern York County and beyond. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.